Hello, this is Uncle Jim, and this is what was in the crate. I did a little quickie video last night, late at night, because my son had it all wired up, and hey, we had to try it. So anyway, this is a 15 kilowatt induction forge or induction heater. In this case, he's using it for a forge. And so it runs off a 220. This brand is US Solid, but they're all the same pretty much, just branded differently. And now, okay, I'm going to have to talk with my son about this, but anyway, because I know nothing, so he can explain it to a monkey, which is me, and whoever else is out there that's a monkey. All right. So anyway, this is like magnetic, right?
Yeah, it uses an alternating magnetic field to heat metal up.
Okay, so actually coolant comes through here, and it's just magic of magnets that heats metal really fast, or anneal, or any kind of metal, actually. So I asked him, I didn't know what was in the crate. And I asked him, what the hell? We already have a bunch of forges. We have coal forges, gas forges, mini forges. What on earth do you need this for? And so, don't say nothing. Let me talk. So he gave me a bucket of excuses, just like I use. And you know what? He was right. It all made sense. First of all, you don't have to fire up your forge. You just plug it in, turn on the switch. So you don't have to wait for your coal or your gas to heat up. And if you have a quickie project, you just turn it on and you can manufacture something really quick. You got a part to repair, something like that. That made a lot of sense. And then he gave it to me in monkey terms. He said, a cold forge, think of it as a stick welder. And the gas forge, think of it as a MIG welder. And this, think of it as a TIG welder. And that kind of made sense. So I'm like, you know what? And it doesn't stink. And you can turn it right on. So it has a purpose. Also, if you run out of coal or gas, you still got electricity. Or vice versa. You can go from one to the other. So,
Options, people.
well, he bought it with his own money, so what can I do? What can I say? Actually, I like it. And then he threw the, oh, you can anneal brass with it, trying to get me on a good side. Yeah, well, you can. It's fully adjustable, and you can change these coils here. So you can make them smaller or larger for what you need. And then he said there's a really neat one with a taco shape.
Yeah, the taco coil.
Should I say it?
Say it.
Taco! So anyway, the taco coil is really cool. Then you can do smaller ones for annealing brass. Anyway, this doesn't get hot. For you guys that don't know, this just works off of magnetic field type deal.
Yeah, like in Breaking Bad, magnets.
Yeah, this isn't hot, so really cool. So over here, he didn't like how it was hooked up, so he did the wiring here and put the ground in here for the 220.
Yeah, usually there's just two terminals sticking out the back and a flap that covers them.
Yeah.
That wasn't good enough for me.
Okay, and what's this? Did you do that?
This is a breaker. This comes on the machine.
Okay.
And then it has a fuse.
Oh, we got to talk about the sticker. This sticker character comes from 1926. How cool is that?
And now everybody's making that decal of them.
So anyway, he put it on a cart, and then he plumbed it to a cooler. So it's water cooled. It uses radiator fluid, whatever.
It's a pre-mix that I put in there.
It's a coolant, okay? And then he has that running down to he went with a large tank. So you could run this all day. It will never get hot.
Yeah, this is a 25-liter TIG cooler,
Yeah, that's for
so
cooling.
about 6 gallons.
If you're water cooling TIGs, it's the same thing. Right now, he's going to hook this up so they both run off a 220. It has a pigtail on it now. He just wants one cord to do it all. Okay, and let's see what else. We're going to do a railroad spike in it just to show you. It's very fast, and it depends on your inner diameter, so you can change different diameters.
You'll also notice when it's heating, it heats from the outside in.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
it also heats very thoroughly.
And then you can adjust your heat and time. So if we were to try to anneal a brass today with a big coil, I don't know how that'll work. I have some Berdan primed, and we'll just try it. What the hell? All right. Okay, another plus we didn't mention is he's going to use this a lot for heat treating. So say you wanted to do an edge treat and not treat the whole knife, like a samurai sword or whatever, you know, all that good stuff, where just the edge is hardened and the rest is a little flexible. This is your boy with the right coil on there.
Yeah, you just make a coil that's just 2 bars, really.
Yeah.
Middle.
And so what you have to do, because these are what, 8 millimeter?
Those are 8mm flare fittings,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna convert it over to 1/4-inch flare fittings.
Yeah, so you have to convert it to American because the 8 millimeters are harder to get. All you have
Almost
to do,
impossible.
yeah, and you can buy coils or you can make your own coils and just solder them and then have them so they screw on. Okay. All right, it's got big sturdy handles on the top. Now, here's the deal. Everything stays cool, and it won't even burn your finger unless you have jewelry on. So 2 things you don't want is jewelry on, and keep your cell phone at least a foot or 2 away because of the magnetic field. All right, now his friend did a video where he took a sausage and put a fingernail on it and ran it through, and it was like he was burning his finger. It was funny as
He had
hell.
a ring on it.
Yeah, maybe I'll post a link to that. It was funny as hell, but he had to have a ring on to make it burn the sausage. But anyway, he made it look like his finger, and that video is funny as hell. Maybe I'll post a link to that down below in the sticky. Funny. All right. I'm kind of excited about this. I was very skeptical, you know, dads, but this is very, very useful. All right, so let's give it a try, and then we'll try and anneal a piece of brass with the wrong size coil.
I'll
Go
just
for.
turn the machine up. It'll be fine.
He said it'll be fine. There you go, Tin Man. I'm already nervous. All right. Okay, just for the hell of it, with the wrong size coil, we're going to try annealing 308 brass. And he's got it set up automatic, so it'll shut off. It beeps for you and everything per second. All right, what are these?
You got your heating time, your retaining time, and then your cooling time.
All right.
So right now we're gonna heat it 2 seconds, then retaining time set to 3, then cooling time set to 2. It'll only go about 4 seconds though,
Okay, with this coil.
with this
All
coil.
right, let me blow it up so I can get my phone out of the way. And then he's gonna hold it by hand so he can feel how hot it is.
And I'm just gonna bump the foot pedal and it'll go automatically.
Okay, it shut off
It's
early.
it's right there.
How's your fingers?
Warm.
One more second, maybe? All right, so that definitely annealed it. It got hot to his fingers, and we're gonna try it one more time. He changed the setting for cooling time. Again, we have the wrong size coil, but let's try that. Nice. All right, so now I'm really warmed up to this machine. He can make me a jig that's made for brass. I just plop them in, take them out, plop them in, take them out. I didn't mention before it's pedal operated. And so you can hit the pedal, set the timer, set the settings, and it's a no-brainer. And every brass would be perfect. So I'm liking that one. All right, here's one where we went a little too far, but it's super easy to adjust. I like it. Let's do a railroad spike. Okay, put it in manual mode for the railroad spike. And whenever you hit the foot pedal, I didn't mention the foot pedal. It's operated by a foot pedal. All right. Okay. Holy crap. Look at how fast that is. And you can move it back and forth. Like say you have a knife, you can move it back and forth. Once it gets red, it's going to stay red at the tip. Oh my gosh, that's fast. Wow. All right, pull her out.
A little more.
You want to get it white. Okay. He's getting it hot. Real hot. Eskimo.
But that's mighty cold.
Yeah. And you could touch the outside of this. That's amazing. Wow.
See? I'm touching the coil. There's no heat.
Yeah, see, he's
It's cold.
touching it. How good is that? All right. All right, so the son has the dad convinced totally. I'm totally sold on this. And it's got 100% duty cycle with the cooler there. You can run it all day whenever you want. Just hit the pedal when you need it. Otherwise, there you go.